Welcome to the Digimaster channel for all your Digimon content. This is Jimmy and we're still going over the EU final matches. I have decided to drop after this round independent of the outcome because of the last in the last round, and I want to enjoy my afternoon going outside, having some family time. But of course we would still try and win this one. Fifth match is on a deck we didn't face yet in Agubond, which probably is the worst bond matchup for this deck, thanks to their ability to lead my Digimon using Gaia Force and removing the Ancienttroymon, for example. But let's see if we can beat this bond deck. Please note that these matches are edited after recording, so thinking time, judge calls and other non-interesting stuff has been cut for your enjoyment. Enjoy! Our opponent gets to start. Hatchet Demimermon going to Agumon. And here we see the Marcus Demon. Almost want to say Matt Demon. And we know it's an Agumon take then. If you see the Marcus Demon. Or a Greymon Tribal, you never know of course, but yeah. Here we go. Play a Tentamon to find another Digimon, which I seems to have to do a lot just to find the correct ones. And we can go into a Blossomon. So we do have a nice level 5 in the Racing Zone. Seems a long time since I've seen that. Our opponents get to race his Agumon and plays a tie. I think the Promo Greymon is very scary. If he would have digivolved it over here and attacked with it, it would have been like a 7k with 2 security attacks, which could actually survive the first hit. Just plays the Agumon Expert. So yeah. Did go into Rafflesimon. And we can use the Digibirds and make sure the normal Agumon can't attack, because that's the only one that can digivolve into the Agubond. The Agumon Export can't. So if the Agumon can't attack, we're pretty safe to swing and shouldn't be scared of a Agubond. And there's the promo Greymon I talked about. And we can go into Mimi, give our opponent his 3 memory. He swings with the Agumon Expert. That does die against the Wheatmon. And he just has to pass. His hand's looking pretty bad. And we can use the Rafflesimon again. We're lucky he didn't find the Agumon to evolve in the hedge racing zone, because that could have become a Agumon and we couldn't have done anything about it. So we do Digiburst with the Rafflesimon, so the Agumon can't attack. It can digivolve in Agumon, but it wouldn't be able to attack, so yeah, probably won't digivolve into it. And we do get another swing. So we go into the Arbormon and swing the Tentamon. That does die, but yeah. I noticed in the last game that I was being a bit too passive, so choose a more aggressive style. We want to win fast against this one, especially that we're sure we can't lose to an Agubond in the next turn. And yeah, I'm quite this felt wrong to digivolve in to Nidormon and to remove the Agumon. It didn't cost me way too much, and I think I should just attack with the Lalamon, the rookie, not even digivolve. Keep the Arbor in my hand, because then my opponent would have been at 1 security, couldn't attack with the Agubond or something, and then leaving the Lalamon died and the Rafflesimon and the Arbormon would just me win the game on the next turn. I think going in Nidormon was way too aggressive and unnecessary. But yeah. Let's see if that will cost me the game or not. So to go to 3, my opponent has 2 Agumons and another one in the raising, which could be pretty scary. If one of those becomes an Agubond, then we just lose the game, which I wasn't looking into the game. Yeah, so I was also planning to just use the Mimi, but the last card was a Gaia Force. This is it's pretty harsh to see. So Nidahmon did die. And I said if I would have swung last turn, then I just could evolve Mimi into the Arbomon, and it actually didn't matter if it was a Gaia Force or whatever. So yeah, that was another pretty big misplay on my part, and my opponent now is pretty aggressive. He goes into the Agubond. He can swing. He has an extra check because he saw Digivolve on the PT6 Agumon. He can remove the Reflezimon to also trash 1 security. Then he hits 2 security. Nidahmon just isn't strong enough. That's a second check. So now we can simply win the game. Yeah, lost the first game. While thinking I was in a good spot during the whole game. I was going to level 6s pretty fast, but just given 1 turn they can take over the whole game. I'll try to be more cautious next games. We do get to start, and we use the Tentomon to find another Digimon, which is the Ancienttroymon, which isn't that good in this matchup, but we'll have to take it. But of course, we want to take it to find more Digimon. And my opponent starts with his turn without a rookie, which is again pretty bad for him. But he does find a Marcus Daemon, and yeah, we just swing with Tentomon. It has its use. It can die. And we can Digivolve over the Lalamon or play an Ancienttroymon. Okay. Oh, my opponent just plays the Raymon. Don't know why he didn't Digivolve over the Agumon in the back. He probably had to pass then. But I think having the Greymon over the Agumon, yeah, having 2 bodies may be better. Yeah, we go into the Cherrymon. Play Easy Mimi. Again, the Easy Mimi isn't that good in this matchup either, because most of the time the small things will die or the Agubond will just be removed. I was testing the Easy Mimi out, but it doesn't have a spot in this deck. It's a nice use to have a 3rd Tamer for the Arbormon. I think it would be a better card. So here we see another Greymon. That's why it didn't Digivolve last turn, probably. Now I can swing with the Digimon. We first chings with the normal Greymon, just 5k, 1 check, and we chose not to block that because, yeah, it's only 1 check, and maybe we'll need our Chairmon in later turns. Greymon did die, and now we switch with Greymon. It's 7k thanks to Agumon and Demimeramon, and we chose to block that because, again, we get to build up Digimon faster. Probably wouldn't die in security, and it has 2 checks, so it's best to delete it by blocking it. Both our boards are empty, but we do have something in raising. And he plays another Agumon, but as long as it doesn't have tie on the field, then we're feeling pretty safe. I think he just needs to pass again, looking at his hand and actions. Yeah, just has to pass again. Luckily it gives us some time to rebuild our boards, rebuild our Digimon, because we're both stealth for security. So we can do it a Ancienttroymon blocker. And we play another Tentomon. Bone still goes to 3, but yeah, probably couldn't do anything better. And we do find a level 5. I think this is the first time that Tentomon actually found me a level 5. Also known as the hardest Digimon to find. It does have a rookie for his raising and uses a Guy Force. Probably was stuck in his hand for already a long time. He removes the blocker Ancienttroymon. Of course. So we get to rebuild again. That's green, rebuilding a lot of things that just gets blown up. And here we use my favorite Digimon, Tentomon, again. Now to find a Reflezimon. So we go into Weedmon, and we know we do have the Blossomon to evolve. Or even better, the Agumon. Still don't know why it's still restricted to 1, as other colors get to do the inheritable better. But maybe having 8 level 5s to just Digisorb is way too much. But would be a good thing for green, because all the level 5s are, all the good level 5s are 5 cost, so could use some cheap level 5s. Of course, I mean the level 6s cost a 5 to Digivolve. My opponent is also not raising. Maybe scared of like a Nidoqueen, or just want to keep it safe to be able to go into Agubond when he does find his tie. And he's raising right now. Probably found another rookie or just forget to raise. It was kind of a new play, so that could also be the case. Did find the Greymon. He only costs 1. It gains the memory afterwards, of course. Can swing with Greymon. It's 6k probably. Thanks to the Demi-Meramon. And yeah, let them do the inheritable effects first before you check the security. Just to make sure everything is correct. Of course we don't block it. And he hits a Lalamon. So now we know that Greymon with 2 security checks would have survived. And is looking for a very good board for a Nidoqueen to remove everything. I think I should have found it by now. So here it is, the Nidoqueen to remove his whole field. Actually, think there was a Weedmon underneath it, but yeah, it didn't actually matter. And he would noticed a little mistake that he also put the Agumon underneath his deck. But yeah, I said he was a kind of newer player, didn't know all the cards. So we let it see. Also we're both 1-3, so not like we're playing for the high stakes anymore. We can't take back the Agumon that he should have been in the discard. But yeah, the other Agumon is probably better, because it was the EX1 Agumon. So we're having a board right now. We're building up little by little. The Agumon does survive. I think, yeah, just swing with the Agumon. Make it a little bit bigger. The Vegemon is always good. And a Cherrymon. So we have two blockers, also very good. Now we just play a Mimi, which is again very nice. We can some more aggression, maybe even win the game next turn. Should be possible thanks to Mimi or an Arbormon. Another Marxist Demon is not finding his ties. It's very unlucky for him. Passes, and I think we can win this turn, but yeah, you can always expect a Gaia Force or something. So we swing with a Nidhogg. It's the strongest, we don't want that to be deleted. And it's not a blocker. If anything bad would happen, we just keep the blockers on the field, not attacking anymore. Here is a tie, and now we use the Mimi. Swing with Lalamon. And we can take the game using Ancienttroymon. This was also a kind of slow second game. My opponent goes first in his last game. He does add an Agumon and a tie on the first turn, which is always pretty scary to see. You can put stuff on the board, or if you can go into an Agubond, then my tactics try to put them always at 1, so they can go to 3 that easily. The red deck has problems doing that. The blue deck, Agubond can do whatever they want because they have Hammer Spark and other memory gains, but the red deck has to use the red memory boosts. And you can see that coming. On Hammer Spark, just hoping they don't have it. So yeah, my opponent's having a good stack. Swing with I think 6k. But he dies against a Rafflesimon. He's been hiding a lot in my security. And here we see the red memory boosts. So the next time, it doesn't even matter if I put my opponent to only 1, or it should be using Ancienttroymon. But we do have the safe turn right now. We can raise the Agumon. If we can go into a level 5, then we can use Mimi to raise another one. Yeah, since you don't have a Cherrymon, but I can put my opponent to 1, which will probably, hopefully, slow him down a bit. See another Demi-Miramon. I think he's playing only the 4 Demi-Miramon. And yeah, we can use the Lilamon to remove the Agumon from the field. It's probably the best thing to do, better than yeah. We can use the Wheatmon to remove the Agumon. Then we can swing with Lilamon in security. Or would that be too scary? And again, I think should have been more aggressive and swing with the Lilamon. The Wheatmon is to play, of course. We're lucky it didn't have a Agubond here. Otherwise it could be blown a lot of stuff up. But it's also pretty scary. It's a 7k with 2 checks. First is a Mimi, and the second is a hidden potential discovered. So, and another tie. So putting it to 1 won't be helping anymore. But we can swing in the Greymon, and then we have like 2 turns to win the game before a potential Agubond comes and attack us. So we use the Vegemon, thanks Thankfully with this 6k to swing into the Greymon. And again, I think I should swing with the Lilamon Insecurity. Can use double Mimi. One to raise, one to hatch. And we're ramping to our eggs, ramping through the game. Hopefully before opponent can do anything too scary. And I really hope that I do swing with something this turn. Go into a Cherrymon. Do swing with the Cherrymon, which would be probably the last one to swing with. We do swing with the Lilamon. I do think I should just swing with the Tintamon as well. Oh, yes, thankfully I do. Our opponent has only 3 security left. If I can play like Terriermon or whatever. Here we go into the Agumon, which is also a very good play, very useful right now. So his ties can become Agunimons. Can't use those by surprise. Still can use the effect to go into Agubond, which I really think it should be by tap effect. So now it's just Lobon or Agunimon for game. Yeah, I don't want to use the memory boost. I want to make sure there was no Terriermon in the field. And use the Gaia Force to remove the Agumon so we can get his Stamus back next turn. But yeah, probably finishing the game this turn. Don't think there's anything too bad that can happen. Swing with the small ones first, because they because of an absolute blast, they could be both being removed. And we swing Tintamon, just a memory boost, so we do win this game. But I said this was gonna be the last game, so of course I just scooped at the end and said that my opponent had the win. And yeah, thanks for watching the whole tournament. I was feeling pretty bad that it just went so bad. Only 2-3 in games, and I should have tested green more and made sure it could beat the other decks as well, and not only Agubond, which I did lose to. But yeah, thanks for watching, and until the next tournament, bye. I would like to thank everyone for watching this video. Later rounds of the regionals will be uploaded later this week on this channel, so make sure to subscribe if you're interested in seeing them. I would also like to thank our sponsor, TCG Shop, for providing us the boxes and singles needed to participate in these tournaments. Be sure to check them out in the link in the description if you are interested in cheap Digimon boxes or singles. And I would love to see all of you in the next video. Goodbye!